welcome back to Tribe Talk. We are so excited to have you here today and Joe with us. And we're just going to be talking about the Super Bowl. Bing, bang, bang! So, yeah, we're going to be talking about the Super Bowl ads and some things that we can actually take away from the advertisements of the Super Bowl and implement them on Facebook ads or different digital marketing ads. So, yeah, Joe, tell us a little bit about some of the ads that you liked or didn't like.
Yeah, for sure. If you like me, you'd probably watch the Super Bowl just for the ads. I personally didn't mind, especially about either of the teams on Sunday. Apparently it was a great game, but I was just there watching the ads. There's definitely, this year, like every other year, there were some heavy hitters and some bad ones. Ads can be bad for a different number of reasons, but I'm going to pick out three that I especially didn't like and that the internet didn't take well to. And I'll tell you why. The first one was Michelob Ultra's six-pack ad. They were basically hinting that for every six-pack sold, or they actually said for every six-pack sold, we can convert 6 square feet of farmland into organic farmland. So if everyone watching the Super Bowl bought a six-pack, we could change all of America, which was really vague. And it seemed like it was hinting that they can convert all of America's farmland. But people
very
on
inspiring,
Twitter,
I thought.
Yeah, right. It sounds great, right? Buy one six-pack and save America's food. Very soon after, people on Twitter and Reddit did the math and found out there would actually have to be about 6 trillion six-packs sold to convert all of America's farmland. If everyone in America did buy a six-pack, it would only convert about 14,000 acres, which is not much at all. So always honesty is key. If you're running ads to your business and you have some sort of overabundant promise, it may get some clicks to your site, but people are not going to buy. And it's especially going to hurt your reviews. If they do buy and it turns out you're underperforming, it's definitely no good long-term from your brand. So always under promise and over deliver, unlike Michelob Ultra.
I did like their John Cena, Jimmy Fallon one though.
Yeah, that one was pretty great.
Yeah.
That one was funny for sure. Did you see the Olay ad by chance?
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, I definitely felt like it wasn't very good. Definitely fell short at the end.
Yeah,
Kind
it
of
was
made them
kind of
look stupid a little bit.
Yeah, I just feel it didn't really have a clear message. I mean, women have been going to space for decades, so I don't really understand that. And I feel like at the end they were trying to say like, yeah, we'll donate money to Girls Who Code, which is great, but just always make sure you have a really clear message about whether it's, if you're doing a funny ad, make sure the joke lands easily, or if you're running a product ad, just clearly state what the product's doing. But I feel like the general consensus of that ad was just, what? No one really got it. So yeah, the last one I have, this one is a little more intense, but Verizon ran an ad showing some firefighters, and a lot of firefighters online actually didn't take well to it. I don't know if anyone remembers, but back in 2018 in Santa Clara, Verizon was throttling some firefighters' internet usage. So they had to double pay for a lot of data. It was a huge PR scandal. Sounds like they're still trying to deal with it. But instead of owning up to it, they just sort of ran an ad saying, hey, we support firefighters. And it just seemed sort of well after the fact and kind of pandery. So that didn't take well at all. It's just really bad self-awareness. If you do anything bad or something that seems misleading, pretty much everyone now, if you're advertising online, someone's going to comment negative things on your ad. If you're able, just comment back honestly. If you made a mistake, always own up to it, and other users actually love to see that, and you can turn something bad into something good. So yeah. Catherine, what were your favorite ads?
My favorite ad was probably the TurboTax one. I thought that was so fun,
Really?
making like taxes fun and exciting. So that was awesome. I really liked the John Legend one. I thought that was cute, especially the end of it.
Yeah, that was heartwarming for sure.
But I feel like overall, I just felt like everyone was just coming out with like the weirdest ads, just trying to like really catch your attention, like just like something crazy, and you're like, what? Like I can't take my eyes off this. I have to watch.
Yeah,
Yeah, like the avocado commercial. I don't know if you saw that one.
that
Yeah,
one was weird.
it was
I
weird.
guess it was, yeah, it was kind of cool just seeing Molly Ringwald because I haven't seen her in forever. But
Yeah.
it was also just like, what? So
Yeah.
I feel like there's definitely good weird and bad weird, but the Super Bowl is kind of notorious for having weird ads anyway. So,
Yeah.
um, but there were three that I especially wanted to call out. A lot of people really liked the Bill Murray Jeep Rubicon ad. Um, it had all the jokes from Groundhog Day. Of course, Bill Murray is essentially America's sweetheart right now. And it had the amazing tagline at the end, no day is the same in a Jeep Gladiator. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a Gladiator.
Yeah.
Um,
I love that one. First off, Bill Murray is like our city like famous person, so in
yeah,
Charleston.
yeah,
So yeah, I love Bill Murray. And then like yeah, it's just really good. I love Jeeps. I have a Jeep actually, so
oh, nice. Yeah, I used to also. It's a great car.
yeah.
Obviously, no one can afford Bill Murray at the drop of a hat. But there's definitely some good takeaways. They showed the product in use driving through the snow. You know, our Jeep handles well in the snow. Here is video proof of that. It's super simple. And the tagline was great. If you're having trouble coming up with a clean tagline, just come up with 30 more and keep coming up with more and more until one finally clicks. And it's easier than you think. Eventually, one will be super clean. It will tell the user what the product does, and your click-through rates will soar the better headline you have. So don't ever stop improving. Did you see the Snickers ad by chance with the big hole in the ground?
You know, I saw that and I couldn't
Yeah.
hear it because I was at like a Super Bowl party, and I was
Okay.
like, what is this, like mass like suicide attempt or something? I don't know. It was really weird
No,
to me. I was like,
it
what
was
are they doing?
it
I
was
watched
really
it
funny.
later. Yeah.
It was kind of complaining about millennial culture, but it was great. It was basically saying in a world where like people are naming their babies Kale and like smart speakers are eavesdropping on everybody. And it was making fun of like selfie sticks. So they were like, the world essentially needs a reset. So let's just give the world a Snickers. So they were trying to make this large hole in the ground and give the world a giant Snickers. Um, and it was great. It made fun of a lot of millennial culture that definitely applies to me, but I thought it was hilarious because some of those things are still annoying. Like it made fun of electric scooters. I ride electric scooters, but I've almost been knocked over by other people. And when I'm driving around and people are crossing, it sucks. So
Yeah.
basically, all the jokes just landed, and I feel like it was written by millennials. So in that way, millennials can then laugh at millennials because it's like self-deprecating, but all the other generations get to laugh as well because it's making fun of like the other. So if you're gonna make fun of groups, it can be a great tool in your ad arsenal, but make sure you do it with a lot of tact and you do it right. And try to have that copy written by someone that's actually in that group so that you do a good job of being self-deprecating and not just like being mean. But that can
That's
always,
important.
yeah, can always work out for you. Did you see the car commercial about the Smat Pack, the Boston thing? Where
Yeah, that one was
the
cute. Yeah, it was
yeah,
funny.
that one was great. This is kind of another one that's, I mean, it's not really even making fun of Bostonians, just making fun of their accent. Um, and everyone knows about the, you know, the pack the car jokes and all that stuff, and it's called Smart Park, so it's just an easy target to go after. Um, and it also just because it's so funny, they're able to just say it so many times. Pack the car, smart car. So anyway, when you're running ads, everyone already knows what's going on. They're aware of that car brand. You can easily infer what the smart park feature is because they show it. If you're doing cold traffic ads, this may not be great because you really want to drill home what your product does and what its benefits are. But as you get lower in the funnel, especially with hot traffic, and someone's already aware of your brand and your product, that's when you can start sort of getting a little goofier with it. So test some funny ads in your middle of funnel or bottom of funnel and see what kind of engagement you get, and you might be surprised.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's awesome. Thank you for those insights, and we hope all of you guys watched some of the advertisements and got some good laughs and things that you guys want to test as well. We'd love to hear just what you guys thought about it, and you can drop those in the comments or email us. And we hope all of you have a great rest of your week. Bye.
Together.